He's a super tech. Gets his jobs done for Ford. He's a super tech.
Super tech.
Never calls tech support. He's a super tech. Gets his jobs done before Ford. He's a super
Got volume.
tech.
That's half the battle.
Never calls tech support. He's got the biggest
Senate gauges hanging in his van.
He never has to use them calibrated hands. Dispatch sends him on a no heat call. He got to diagnose before he gets to the
Oh,
call,
Hayward,
'cause he's a
California.
super
What's
tech.
up? Marathon continues.
Yeah, super tech.
He's a super tech.
Yeah, he's a super
Dude,
tech.
I just got home right now and turned all this shit on.
Yeah, he's a
It has
super
been a
tech.
busy week, man. Dude,
Never calls tech
so many
support.
calls. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
he's
And
a
I'm
super
trying to
tech.
get out to the Bay Area Throttle Fest tomorrow for the motorcycles.
He's a super
We'll
tech.
see.
Never calls tech support.
Oh, I should have texted Felipe
He's never had a
that
call
we're
back in
going
about
live.
10 years. He tells the rookies while they're pounding beers. I'm the one.
I got
that
this
gets
box
the
here
job
we gotta
done.
go
I'm a
over.
super
We gotta
tech.
do this
Don't
next
forget
Friday,
his
you
son.
guys.
He's a super tech.
Roger Gregory sent me a bunch of
super
stuff. What's up,
He's a
Martin?
super tech.
So,
He's a super tech.
Roger sent me a bunch of R22 beers. Have you guys ever seen the R22 IPA?
He's a super tech.
If
Never calls
I can get done on time next Friday,
He's never used a vacuum pump or nitrogen.
we need to come on the live stream and party.
While he's smoking cigs.
Oh, where's my keys at? I'm looking for my knife.
Tells him he's
Let's
the
see what,
only one working here. He's a super tech.
Let's see what Roger said.
Super tech. Yeah, he's a super tech. He's a super tech.
Oh, you know what? I got a knife up here.
Never calls tech support.
Like a little pig sticker.
Super tech.
Let's try it out.
He's a super tech.
Oh, money.
Super tech.
Super tech.
Super tech.
Made in America.
He's a super tech.
My best backup vocals. So Roger sent all this out. Now he texted me, he said he couldn't be here tonight, and I told him we're not participating tonight.
He's got specially
We'll do it next week
calibrated.
if I can get off work in time. You guys are gonna trip out. Oh, we got bonus. Holy crap, there's bonus tumbler in here. Oh, Roger! Dude! Masters 2025. I don't golf anymore because I hurt my back. That is incredible. I got 2 tumblers. So we're going to fire these off next week. Here's the star of the show right here. Yeah, make sure I'm not missing nothing. Oh my gosh. We got a card in there too. But we're all gonna party next weekend on the channel live stream. And I'll try and do it at 5 p.m. Pacific if I could get off work in time. Problem is I don't have set hours just like you guys. But you guys got to see these. I'll catch up on the chats in just a second. Oh shit, I hit a beer. Man down, man down. Oh shit. That knife is sharp. We got a man down. We got a man down, and I got a beer all over NorCal Dave right now. Man, that smells good. We might have to save that. We don't have to drink that dude on the air just so he doesn't go to waste. Which is the one I stabbed? Oh, I stabbed this guy right here. Oh, I got a 6er. Oh, shit. I'm going to stink. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I stabbed 2 of them. Fucking NorCal, you bozo. Dude. Really, really good stuff right here. That thing barely skiffed a beer can. And I got 2 mans down. All right. Big Top Brewing, Florida. R22 IPA. All right, next Friday, it looks like I'm going to get into 4 of those on the air and see if I can make a jackass out of myself. And, yeah, look at that. I just killed 2 of them. Sorry, Roger. I'm just not good with the knife. Oh, that sucked. Oh, did you hear that? There it is, R22. Let me hold that up there for a second. R22. Look, it's dripping from the one I stabbed. I can't believe I did that. I'm such a bozo. Bozo, the NorCal. Oh, I'm gonna reek. It tastes so good. Oh my goodness. It's actually, dude, that's actually really good cerveza right there. R22 Cold IPA opens with a bright tropical hop aroma, which is true, it did. Zesty notes of stone fruit, papaya, and mango combined with crisp light body and clean finish. Our favorite hoppy hybrid offers the enjoyable flavors of an IPA and a light, clean, and crisp drinkability of a lager. Shit, this might end up being my favorite beer. It was 5.4 alcohol. It was everybody's favorite refrigerant. Look at that. R22 IPA. Oh, baby. Next Friday, let's party like we're Vikings all over again. And we'll try and keep these guys away. Oh, next Friday. Let's see what Roger said.
Filming my work all day long, doing my best to pass it on. Making
All right,
bids,
we're gonna
making
save
them good,
the contents of the card
sharing
for next
knowledge
week
just like I should.
because next week's show is gonna be for Roger. Tonight, we're not tinkering. Next week. This is a late start. I got YouTube policed on the one where I fixed that true 2-door. They were all, pull it over, NorCal. It's the thermostat. Now I was low on charge. They're gonna get you, they're gonna get me.
YouTube police.
All right, so yeah, that one video I had where I found the unit low on charged and I recharged it. That'll happen on true units. I've also had where check this out. I had a true keg cooler where the cap tube was restricted. And I found that out I kept dumping gas into that thing, and I was like, holy. And the reason I got the call was the box was too cold. It's too cold, freezing the product. I went out there, low suction, started dumping gas in it. Yep, too much. Cap tube's restricted, and it was a restricted cap tube. Will also cause a true to get too cold. And I had a bunch of comments going, it's not, it can only be the thermostat. No, not true. Not true. Not true on a true. All right, here we go. Let me catch up on the comments. I know I can make these bigger. Let's see. I know I've made them bigger. Oh, there we go. I got them bigger. Oh, yeah. HVAC Pro 89 Lone Wolf. That's epic. R22 beer break. Yep. We're going to do that next weekend. Slick Sloth is all skull. Must be a Vikings fan. That's cool. You guys got a great running back. You guys got my guy Jordan Mason. That guy is a legit NFL running back. You're going to love that guy. Whoop, whoop. Get him, Super Tech. What's up, man? What's up, Gears and Gadgets is in the house. Dude, I followed your channel for 1,000,000 years. You're the real deal, brother. Yeah, you guys, check it out. HVAC guys, go over to Gears and Gadgets and subscribe to his channel. He'll do stuff between motorcycles and trucks and all kinds of shit. Really chill guy, super nice guy. I think he's part of the weren't you part of the Guinness Book of World Records with the Harley Davidsons? Me and Eric did that with Adam Sandoval. That's really cool, man. Good channel. You guys should go there and subscribe. Maybe I'll get you like 300 subscribers right now, Gears and Gadgets. And he still has his Harley. I still got my 2020 Lowrider S, 52,000 miles on the Milwaukee 8, 0 issues. It's been a great motor. Really, really good motorcycle. Oh, wow, thanks. Dude, that's really good, dude. You're like a real YouTuber. I'm like a poser. So that's, dude, I'm glad you're in here. That's really cool, dude. Um, that's really cool. Yeah, HVAC guys, go check out Gears and Gadgets. Great YouTube channel. Are you still in Arizona holding it down? I had told Gears and Gadgets got a Ford that turned out not so good. And I was telling him, get the Tundra, get the Tundra. But I was thinking the Tundra still had the V8. Yep. Took that trip out for that world record ride. Yeah, you did. Good thing you didn't get the new Tundra. That thing's a sack of junk. I was thinking of the V8. I was trying to tell you to get the V8 Tundra, but I think you ended up with a GM, right? Which is they're having their issues too, but they're still good. Yep, still in Phoenix. That's awesome. I love, dude. Arizona is a great motorcycle riding state. If you watch a lot of my videos, I'm always wearing my Haunted Hamburger t-shirt. It's like the best t-shirt I ever got. And yeah, it's just good. If you ever need HVAC questions, Gears and Gadgets, just hit the channel up, man. We'll try and get your air conditioner going for you. Uh, there's a lot of smart people in this chat section right here. GMC Sierra 3. Oh, you got the diesel. Oh, you are a genius. Yep, that is a smart move right there. My tax guy was telling me to get a new to upgrade the van, but I still got that. I got the '03 Astro with the Vortec 6-cylinder, and it just won't die. And it's like, yeah, I'm not getting a new rig. He's all, dude, you're gonna need it for your tax write-off. I'm like, nah, I'll shine. And if I got to give Uncle Sam more money, we'll just give him more money, I guess. We'll see what's happening. Oh, I got this. I got this going for all the HVAC guys. I got sidetracked with Gears and Gadgets. That guy's great. Indoor comfort news. Check this out. You guys are going to want to hear about this. Oh, let me get the microphone going. Honeywell adds 42% tariff surcharge on R454 Bravo refrigerant. Honeywell announced a surcharge of 42% on orders of its global warming protection refrigerant 454B due to what it claims are unprecedented demand and the imposition of trade tariffs. So these guys are, this is bullshit. They made a switch to these refrigerants. I'm going to show you guys that real quick. They made a switch over to these refrigerants. Oh, let me try and center that better. There's no inventory, and then they raised the price out. They jacked the price out of it to the max. And at my day job, we have to switch to this stuff because it's mandated by the state of California. So I'm kind of pooched. 454B is a widely used replacement for 410A refrigerant, which manufacturers are phasing out as they move away from refrigerants that produce a lot of hydrofluorocarbons. In a letter to the North American customers in April, Honeywell claimed that the rapidly evolving geopolitical and economic climate were continuing to impact its Solstice and Gentron production portfolio, which means all this shit's made in China. Due to unprecedented demand, I don't know how Honeywell doesn't know there was going to be a huge demand for this refrigerant when everybody knew the OEMs were going to switch and it was going to be mandated in a bunch of states that we had to get rid of it. So, yeah, another money grab, which cannot be met with domestic production alone. We are forced to source a significant portion of the supply through international markets to meet the North American market demand. Well, I'm going to bite my tongue. I'd probably say some shit that might get me in trouble. YouTube might like it, but some of you guys might not, but I'll just keep it quiet. Yeah, we know where that is. Trying to see if there's anything else good in here. I spilled my coffee all over this rag getting in here. So I just got off work. I saw California still trying to sell like 60 million heat pumps because they're trying to decarbonize. I also saw a thing where California is, for the whole world, California is 1% of the carbon emissions. So they're just boning everybody. YouTube will probably strike me for that too. But it is what it is. If you have a natural gas furnace, do not replace it with a heat pump. Keep your furnace, or you're going to pay a huge electric bill to heat your house. And that's just being honest. And the heat pump ain't going to last. You know what's going to last? Your furnace is going to last. So keep your gas furnace. And then if you're in Northern California like me, your house doesn't even have an air conditioner. That'll freak out Gears and Gadgets. Yeah, my house doesn't even have an air conditioner, bro. Gears and Gadgets needs to get some AC in the garage. All right, well, if you're going to go mini split in your garage, and I'm going to be honest with you, pony up the money and get a Mitsubishi, and this is why. You're going to pay more up front, but in the long run, it's going to pay off if you get a good install, solid install, and it's solid. Down the road, when you need parts, and you will need parts in the future, these things break, they all break, you'll be able to find Mitsubishi parts. I don't know how it is with Mr. Cool, but with Mitsubishi, it's high end, you get a good warranty, and you get the backing. And they're hands down, I've been doing this a long time, 38 years, they're the best units. And that's just being honest. That's if I was going to put one in my place, I'd get a Mitsubishi, hands down. Oh, you need me to turn up the volume? Yeah, I could do that for sure. Let me make sure my shit's working. Yeah, it says it's working. All right, turn up the volume. Where's? Oh yeah, the microphone's here. Is that a little bit better? Breaker 19er, turning up the volume. Let's say good. What should I aim for? Great advice. I appreciate it. Mitsubishi gonna bounce. Just wanted to say what's up. Oh, that's great, Gears and Gadgets. Well, I'll tell everybody to tune into your channel, man. You got a great YouTube channel, and you've worked hard for it, bro. You really have, and I hope you get a lot of success from it. Jump ship, looking for better, not dollar amount. Freon Leon. Facts, NorCal. Mitsubishi is the goodie. Yeah, there's no doubt. I've been doing this a long time. I got over 100 Daikin units at the day job. They're garbage. Hate those things. I really do. Ductless mini splits are throwaway units. Yeah, pretty much. The reason, a lot of the reason though, 74.1776, they're throwaway units is a lot of the technicians do not know how to work on them. You can do a lot of repairs on them. The problem is it's really expensive, right? If we're going to take apart an indoor unit and change out the evaporator coil on it, it's tedious and gnarly, right? And if you haven't done a ton of them, it's pretty intimidating. It's brutal. From all the plastic that's in there and all the parts you got to take apart, even taking apart the blower wheel on some. I have seen where the Cooper Hunter has the new one where the whole blower wheel and drain pan assembly drops straight down. And I might sell a few of those. I got a customer right now that wants a 3-ton, and I might see if they're interested in that. And I know AC Service Tech has told me that he can get parts for those. And I know his whole mini split book was based with Cooper Hunter. And I'm really leaning to that new style just because it's 2 clips on the end, some wire connections, and the whole pan drops down with the blower wheel. You got to go on their website and look at their high-end stuff. That's the new one. And if we don't get on board with it, it is the future, and that's where we're going. Next Friday, let's get Roger Gregory, and we'll get this going. We're going to do the R22 IPAs next Friday. I accidentally stabbed 2 cans open in the box because I'm not very skilled. It smells so good. That ain't no cheesy beer, man. It's looking pretty good. What's your favorite ice maker brand? Isomatic? No, Edgar. I am a Hoshizaki diehard. I learned on Manitowoc's. I love Manitowoc's, but I think Hoshizaki's a better ice maker. What's hey Dave, that's a whole trade. A lot of techs can't troubleshoot. Yeah, that's true, Freon Leon. We're supposed to be able to troubleshoot or call tech support. I found the Daikins are a little bit trickier than Mitsubishi. Mitsubishi has great tech support. All right, let's read this one about Austin, Texas. I'm sure you guys have just seen in the news all the hailstorms in Austin. If you guys know, on my motorcycle rides, my road dog Eric moved to Austin. He's out there. He sent me some gnarly videos of that hailstorm. Absolutely crazy. One looks like it looks like a wave of locusts coming in, and it's the hail. And it's smashing windows, and it's like this deep on the ground. It's just crazy. I told him, I hope it gets worse so you move back to California because I really like that guy. That's what I told him. Uh, Trying to go see Kill Tony in Austin. Nice. Hey, there's a podcast I follow. You guys need to go follow this podcast. Paulie Max Particles. He used to be the morning host on the KMPR in San Francisco, the sports show. And with AM radio, they've let everybody go, and those guys are all on YouTube now. I'm trying to win Metallica tickets on that channel at Levi's. And they've played a couple of my songs on there too. Um, I did a couple songs and sent them in for some stuff that's on the show, and they've played a couple. Polymax Particles. Go over there, like and subscribe. All right, Austin, Texas passes mandate requiring all residences to have working air conditioning. In a move aimed at improving safety, sustainability, and housing flexibility, the Austin City Council voted recently to adopt a 2024 technical building code, along with comprehensive set of local amendments tailored to support Austin's unique environmental and housing goals. The updated requirements will take effect July 10th, 2025. Dude, get to Austin and sell some air conditioning. Make a mint. That means all those rental properties, everything. And that's where the lawyers are going to go. The lawyers are going to go back up the poor people, as they should. Hey, totally. And there's going to be a shit ton of units. Go to Austin and get in with the Goodman dealer and go sell all those apartments air conditioning. Says it has to be working. There are some limits on it. I read. Oh yeah. Um, so they have to provide and maintain air conditioning systems that can keep indoor temperatures no higher than 85 degrees and at least 15 degrees colder than outside. These are the new standards. Um, yeah, there's gonna be a shit ton of work. Hey, it's a great time to be a HVAC guy in Austin, Texas. Too hot for me out there. I've visited out there. Ain't my cup of tea. My niece moved out there, and my road dog lives out there. Austin is going to be the new. It already is the new San Francisco, might be. But I love the Sixth Street music scene. Have you? If you guys have been to Austin, so here's a couple things I love about Austin. The music scene is out of control. Great music scene, and you can get Shiner Bock beer. I love Shiner Bock. That is, oh, I love that beer. And don't forget, don't go to sleep on Black's barbecue. I love Terry Black's barbecue. That's some good stuff right there. And then of course my road dog Eric's out there. So yeah, man, Austin's great. And my niece Mariah. Mariah lives out in Austin, so it's great. Um, I like to go there to visit. I wouldn't live there, wouldn't stay there. I come right back to Santa Cruz. Are there really people in Austin without AC? I doubt it. Yeah, it'd be really tough. But if there's poor people without AC in their rental, they're going to get AC now. And I'm sure that's why the motion was passed. It wasn't for everybody. It's to make sure that poor people ain't getting fucked. And I could actually get on board with that. So, you know, I've I've been in the poorest parts of California, like the Central Valley. It's hot as fuck out there in summer. It's 100 all summer. Guess what all those rentals have? air conditioning that works. Now, the tenant's got to pay the electric bill. The landlord don't pay the electric bill. The tenant does. It's your electric. It's up to you if you're going to run that thing or not. And you pay your bill. So apartment rent's going to skyrocket because of the regulations. Well, that's part of the deal. It's funny though, like I said, in California, I've been to the poorest parts of California where it's hot, and those apartments always had air conditioning. Yeah, I'm sweating in the garage. We're having a little heat wave here. It's like 78. Yeah, that's hot in Santa Cruz. Tomorrow I'm going to go to the Bay Area Throttle Fest. It's going to be 92 out there in San Jose. So I'll make sure I pack a bunch of water on the bike. I've never been a solar drinker, dude. I can't drink beer when it's hot outside. I don't know how you guys are. But if the sun's out and it's hot, guess who's not drinking beers? Yeah, this guy right here. Yeah, Super Tech, don't drink when it's hot out. Keep the slumlords in check. I love it. It's 96 out here in Arizona with the sun down. Oh, Edgar, you're making money. Phone is ringing. I only drink beer when it's hot. Oh, I love it. Topher's the same way as me. Yep. It's hot. I ain't drinking beer, man. F that. I'll wait till I will. I used to joke around with my friends. We used to laugh. I was like, I am not a solar drinker. If the sun's up and it's hot, I ain't doing it. Roger Gregory's in the house. Roger, I showed everybody the beers. We're going to try and do these next week. I didn't read your letter. We'll keep that for next week because that's your deal. I did the West Coast after hours. No party this week. We're gonna try and party next Friday. So next Friday we'll try and do the party. Although Roger, I killed 2 beers opening the box with my knife because I'm not skilled with the knife. And I got sprayed by 2 beers and it smelled so good. Dude, the R22 is actually really good beer. We're going to do this next Friday. Next Friday, everybody get your stuff. We'll party. We'll read Roger's letter. Yeah, I can't replace the 2 beers we lost, but I'll do 4. I'll be all fucked up on 4 beers on here. You guys will hear me slur. Maybe I'll get out of control and you guys can drive me over the edge. And we'll try and start 5 Pacific, 8 Eastern next Friday, and we'll see how it does. How do you barbecue without a beer? Right now, I don't even have a barbecue. I need to go. Bill's in the house. Bill Deming, the greatest bass player in my life, right there. Bill and Dave's garage at 96 from your hometown, having a beer in the AC. Yeah, Bill. Shit, it's 96 out there. Hot damn. It's warm in the garage tonight, but I got these R22 beers from Roger Gregory. Next Friday, we're going to party on the live stream. Did I turn it the right way? Oh, I turned it the wrong way. There we go. R22 beers. Let me read this again. This sounded delicious. It's taking all my will not to crack these right now. But I got the cooler right here that the computer's on. We're going to fill it full of ice. So it's R22 Cold IPA. Opens with a bright tropical hop aroma, which is true because I stabbed 2 of them. Zesty notes of stone fruit, papaya, and mango, combined with a crisp light body and clean finish. Our favorite hoppy hybrid offers the enjoyable flavors of an IPA and the light, clean, and crisp drinkability of a lager. Sign me up. There it is. R22. Big trees. Roger sent those all the way from Sarasota, Florida. So we're going to do that next Friday. We're going to tear it up to the max, to the very, very max. We're going to tear it up. Tomorrow we're going to try and get the knees in the breeze. Did you guys ever like that track? Everybody has AC in Central Texas. RJ Parker, dude, legend in the house. Key is working. Some landlords will take their time fixing it when it's broken. I keep Windows units for emergencies. Oh, let's hold off. Okay, I gotta confess. RJ keeps a window unit for emergency use when he can't fix it immediately. All right, RJ, I'm in Santa Cruz. maybe, honestly, 3 times a year, you got to put the AC on in the bedroom to sleep at night. You know, we'll have that freak heat wave where it finally gets to 100 on the coast. And because we're by the ocean, the humidity's high, right? I got a window unit. I had bought the U-shaped window unit inverter. I installed it upstairs in the bedroom, and it saves the old lady and the dog 3 times a year. So I gotta confess, I do have a window shaker on the upstairs bedroom. Yep, that's great. And do you guys remember the AC I did the video on where they sent it out to me? It was the one pipe one, and some of you guys were really keen, going, "Hey, that's not very efficient. It's a one pipe." The guy that used to make my surfboards, Doug Schrodel, bless his heart. He this is a good story. He won't mind if I tell you guys this story. So Doug's 68 now, but he had made surfboards his whole life. So it was cash transactions, people wanting a bro deal. He'd go to Japan and make boards, get a bunch of money, come back. So he never really paid into Social Security. So now he's 68 years old and he only gets like $850 a month. So he still has to work. He has a job and he lives in a trailer and it's out in Gilroy. Gilroy gets real hot. So it's like 100 degrees out there today. I got a text from him today going, "Bro, thank you for that air conditioner. It's saving my bacon right now." So I gave that AC to Doug for his trailer because his trailer AC broke that was on the roof, and I gave him that portable one. I don't know if you guys remember that one. I had done a video on it. And that portable AC saving my bro Doug. And Doug's like Santa Cruz legend, surfboard shaper. And I gave him that air conditioner for his trailer, and he's still a security. He's got to work security guard at nighttime. Are mini splits really that much better than window ACs? The window AC units, you just slap it in while the mini split costs 10 times more. Well, look, a window unit's going to work. You can get inverter window units now. If you can do that, it's probably good. That would probably work out for you. The PTAC units are the ones like when you go to your hotel room or your motel, those PTAC units that are through the wall, those things work great. They suck a lot of electricity though. Window shakers will suck a lot of electricity, especially if you don't have them sized right. But you can get inverter window units now. Might not be a bad way to go. That U thing I got up there is an inverter. I've had the amp probe on it. When it ramps down, it's pulling 3 amps. And that was on like a 90-degree day. I put it on early though. So it's going to run a long time. Put it on early, get the room cooled down that you're trying to cool. Don't try and cool the whole house with it, but get your room all buttoned up. And as it pulls down and the temperature gets lower and it ramps down, the amp draw will fall. Let's see what Lone Wolf says here. A window unit will work for a window, but a mini split will work for a room. There you go. Tom Peralta's in the house. So check this out. All the HVAC guys, Don Peralta, that guy's like a legend. And you got to go check out the PMP podcast on YouTube, Polymax Particles, and Dom's a big part of that. I think Dom is the art director for the podcast. So if you guys like sports, if you guys like rock and roll, if you guys like comedy and a good time, go over to Polymax Particles. Just type it in on your search on YouTube and subscribe over there. Give those guys a ton of love. And you'll have a good time. Hey, Dom, next Friday we're going to party on the channel. So one of my viewers sent out a 6-pack of these R22, which is you might not know this, Dom, but R22 was like the refrigerant for air conditioning back in the day that got banned. So Big Top Brewing out in Sarasota, Florida made this R22 IPA. So Roger Gregory sent me a 6-pack. They're 5.4 alcohol volume, and we're going to drink these next Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. And we're going to get effed up on the channel and have a good time and tell a bunch of lies. And this one is R22 Cold IPA opens with a bright tropical hop aroma. Zesty notes of stone fruit, papaya, and mango combined with crisp, light body and clean fresh. Oh, and a clean finish, pardon me. Our favorite hoppy hybrid offers enjoyable flavors of an IPA and a light, clean, crisp, drinkable lager. Oh, sign a brother up. Sign a brother up. We need to find a celebration song here. Sign me up. Oh, sign me up. Sign me up. Yep. That's going to be a real, yeah, bookmarked for Peralta. Oh, man. Oh, I should show Dom. There's the drum kit, dude, that we do all the songs on. The electric drums. We got Bob Marley hanging up there. Oh, I got to show Peralta this real quick. The William Floyd glove. William Floyd gave me that glove after that. Let me turn this off. After that playoff game where Steve Young broke his ribs against the Eagles at Candlestick. I had season tickets back in the day, and I had a good rapport with William Floyd. He gave me that glove after the game. And then, of course, I got Timmy Lincecum over there after the 2010. That's the actual medal from the newspaper where they printed out, the newspaper. They sold a bunch of those. My old man gave me one of those, so that's pretty cool. Holy crap, John Joseph is in the house. Oh, John Joseph. He remembers that game well. That's awesome. Oh, listen to my dogs. My dog's a wolf dog. She's howling at the Let me turn the volume up. Listen. Fire truck's going. She's howling. There she goes. She's howling. She has an Instagram channel. Kuma, Kuma _ Cali Calupo. I think you spell Calupo CAL Upo UP. I don't even know how to spell it. Oh man. But yeah, bar none. That was the William Floyd glove. And I got Timmy Lincecum there, and so I got a bunch of other shit from back in the day. He signed my jersey too. I got a Floyd jersey. I think all those years I had season tickets, the only jerseys I wore in there, I wore the Floyd jersey, and then later on I had the Garrison Hurst jersey, the 2-0, and then I had the Patrick Willis. And then at Levi's, I don't even think I had a jersey. I was too old for a jersey at Levi's. Old man. Oh man, we got to get those Metallica tickets, boys. I'm telling you, you guys got it. Hey, you guys got to go over to the. Oh, I forgot to tell them this, Don Peralta. HVAC guys, go over to Polymax Particles, become a member for $5 a month, and you're entered to win Metallica tickets at Levi Stadium, right there in Santa Clara, California. You got to watch the show, and then you got to answer the questions to win the tickets, and then it's a big time party. I'm only having coffee right now, gents. Next Friday, the R22 party from Roger Gregory. And he sent a 6er of those out, and I killed 2 of them opening up the box tonight. And he's got a nice little letter and some intel we'll get into next Friday at 5 o'clock. But I was trying to see if there's any more HVAC news. There was one in there where Austin, Texas, you have to supply, what did it say? Mandate requiring all residents to have working air conditioning. So the poor people are going to get air conditioning in Austin. So the slumlords can't bone them. So that's really nice. And then, yeah, there it is. This is going to be the future right here is the Mitsubishi IntelliHeat. You're going to put that coil on your furnace with Mitsubishi's outdoor unit, and it'll switch between heat pump and gas heating. And see where it says over there on this side, existing, on this side, I was backwards. This side, existing furnace, you put the coil on, you put Mitsubishi's outdoor unit, you got air conditioning, and you got heat pump, and you're rolling. Oh man, dude. That I'm telling you guys right now. So check it out. I live on the Coast Highway. That freaking highway. You can hear my dog in the trucks. It's mayhem. Usually Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's nothing but fire trucks, car wrecks. Dude, Highway 1 is mayhem out of Santa Cruz going up the coast towards San Francisco. Mayhem. Yeah, really not much else to talk about in that one. Went over the basics, but you guys got to get in here next. If I don't have calls, so check it out. If I don't do a live stream, it's because I'm out working. And because I don't have any set hours. So I got the day job at the university, and then I do NorCal, and then when I get caught up, we come home, and hopefully Friday I'll have these dudes on ice, and we'll tear it up, and we'll get loose, and I'd probably make a fool of myself. We probably will. We probably will. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is probably the favorite track I recorded right here. Where I'm pumping the organ. The city of Twin Cities Airport paid for most of South Minnesota to get mini splits and conventional split systems about 15 years ago. That was when they changed the flight path. Wow. All right, John Joseph's got a question for the HVAC guys. What do you guys think of the 2-ton, 110-volt solar mini split AC systems? No, I got a comment for you on that, John. They make 48-volt DC volt units that'll run completely solar. 48 volts DC. It's killing the guitars there. Motorcycle reggae, man. I'm telling you, I'm on to something. These 4 are for next weekend. Hopefully I don't put a knife in them. I killed 2 soldiers. Have you guys worked? Let me turn that off. Have you guys worked on any of the 48-volt DC units yet? Mini splits. Yeah, they're completely solar, John. The 48-volt ones are 48 volts DC, complete solar. If you're gonna go 110 solar unit, you got to have a inverter. So you got to have your solar go to an inverter to make 110 volts. Dude, something major's going on up the coast. Can you hear those sirens? Listen, let me turn it up. There's my dog. That's probably either a surf rescue or a gnarly car wreck up there. That sucks. Been looking at things like that. Hey, Dave, you have to use the knife around the top of the box next time. Yeah, Roger. I thought I was, dude. I killed 2 soldiers. It's heartbreaking. Oh, so all right. John's saying they got some that don't need an inverter now. So the inverter's probably built into the unit. So you're gonna take your 12 volts DC solar, because that's you either get 12 or 48 volts from your solar, depending on how your array's set up. So they probably got the inverter built into the air conditioner. That's the only way that would be happening. But you still need battery storage to run it at nighttime when the sun's down. We had 110 Freon Leon. We had a 100. Wow, it's going off out there. That's highway patrol. You can hear the different sirens. Shit. Hopefully no one's breaking the what's out up there. Hopefully it's not mayhem up the coast. But that's definitely going up the coast. Highway 1 right there. It's crazy. We had a 100-ton train in Telepac come from the factory leaking and broken compressor terminals. Yeah, everything sucks now. Hey, that's the one thing. So John Joseph and Don Peralta are in here tonight. Yeah, everything new sucks, man. It's just terrible. Oh, and it was 454B as well, and you can't get the gas right now. 160 pounds. That's incredible. So, John, I'll hit you up and I'll tell you how many square feet you can do with. I'm using my phone to film. I got the cheat sheet for how many square feet a ton will do for the mini splits. I'll text it to you so you can see what size you need. Sounds like an ice raid. There's no ice raids in California, Roger Gregory. Yeah, we don't participate with ice. Welcome to manufacturing today. Yeah, everything sucks. We have some clients looking at solar rooftop units. They're not PV solar. They use solar heat to assist with compression. Apparently, they qualify for federal solar rebates. Wow, this is great. Great news. Great news. I'll try and get some intel on all these solars. The solar shit's changing so quick. But I have seen a bunch of the 48-volt stuff that works incredible. Straight from your home, your do-it-yourself solar array with your battery backup. And they're running like little tiny homes and stuff off of those. Manufacturing today is a bummer. Yep, it sure is. Oh, Freon Leon had the broken brand new chiller at a movie theater. Hey, that's one great place to get air conditioning. You always go to the movies and get air conditioning. Isn't that the truth? I sold American Standard for years, and they're telling me that they don't have any 454 Bravo. I'm a smaller company and have been super loyal to the supply house for years. Yeah, so check it out. So there's a story about that right here. Here's what's going on with that. So they couldn't make enough for the demand in America, so they're importing from overseas, and they're putting a 42% surcharge on the gas. And you can't find it. It's not there. So at the university, we're not allowed to we can't use any of the old refrigerants anymore. So the state of California told us it's over. So if I got a leak in the system, I have to switch it over to one of the new A2Ls, or I have to find reclaimed, recovered refrigerant that you can buy. And that's the only way we can go moving forward. So it's getting dicey out there. Super dicey. But yeah, they're putting a 42% surcharge on all orders for the 454B. And they also say in the article that they can't domestically keep up with production, so they're importing it. It says further, the company will increase prices of its other Solstice HFO products by 10% and pricing for Generatron products by 5%. So everything's going up. So yeah, the restaurant owner and the homeowner is just going to get super boned. Dimitri, what's up, brother? HVAC hustler. I'm in the same boat in selling train. Just buying one bottle of each supplier at a time. Whoa. Dude, it's nuking out up the coast. Dude, it's cops, it's fire trucks, it's ambulances, it's everything. Woo. At this point, what do? Go sell Goodman or Amana, which have pallets of R32 stacked in the ceiling. Yeah, you got to adapt to what's available, right, for your customer. So if there's no 454 B available, you got to switch. We tried to get the 404 replacement, which is the 454. Is it Charlie 454C? So there's 454A, 454B, 454C, and we tried to switch, and we tried to get the C, and RSD can't even find it. So yeah, I'm in a pickle at the day job for sure. Yep. It looks like going with the units that have R32. Wow, it's dude, that's every cop in town. Shh, that's not a good sign right there. Could you guys hear all those sirens in the background? That's insane. But hey, the only police you guys care about is these guys right over here. Yep, that's the cops. They'll bust your ass every time. The YouTube police. R32 is an open patent. That's good to know. Oh, Topher can hear it loud and clear. Roger Gregory is an apprentice. Welcome to the squad, Roger. Oh, I just gave away 2 manifolds on the membership program. You guys should become a member of the NorCal Refrigeration YouTube channel. I gave away the Elitex, the little ones I had, and I gave away the bigger set. Chris Bevins got the big set, and was it H.V.A.C. 304 got the little set. YouTube police, they're gonna get you, they're gonna get me. YouTube police. Man, so, yeah, they got OC all right. Lex Vance has a great YouTube channel. All right, the HVAC hustle. Been watching your channel since I got into the trade in 2005. Love the content. Well, thank you, Mr. Hustle. I'm trying to share all the knowledge. This is my 38th summer in the work van doing HVAC. I got in that thing in 1987. Man, it's been a good run. And I got a lot of years left to go. Holy moly. Do I have R22 systems around? No, if there is any R22 systems still out there, they're running 407C or let me turn that down a little bit. 407C or what was it? 423B. There was a bunch of replacements for 22 they had going that the parts house would carry, and everybody switched them over. Yeah, it's the YouTube police. How hasn't the blue recovery machine fallen off the shelf? I've been trying to sell that to Felipe at a homeboy discount. That was the Pro Max. That's a great recovery machine up there. And man, I was trying to get Felipe to get that thing. Maybe one of you guys want to buy it. Ever since, remember when Phil Peace gave me the Mr. 45 recovery machine? That thing's been on the shelf. And then Navac hooked me up with the Nerd. Oh, and then hold on. Let me open up the garage. I got to show you guys what Navac sent me. I don't know if I showed you guys this. Hold on 1 second. You guys, let me play a song, and I'll go and show you what Navac sent out. I'm back in, dude. I thought I was blackballed, but I'm back to getting gear again. Hold on. I'm back to getting gear. I haven't gotten gear in years. He's a super tech.
Never calls tech support. He's a super tech. His job's done before. He's a super tech. Never calls tech support. He's got the biggest SATA gauges hanging in his van. He never has to use them calibrated hands. Dispatch sends him all a no heat call. He got to diagnose before he gets to the dome, cause he's a super tech.
Oh, you can hear the doors of the van China slamming. Look at that. So yeah, let's get in here. This is pretty cool.
Gets his jobs done before.
I'm back. That didn't take too long.
Super tech.
Little musical interlude.
Calls tech support.
Yeah, the super tech. All right, so check it out. Navac just sent these over. This is the N2DX manifold set. I'm gonna fire it off for you guys. So, you know, Felipe had sent me those Elitech manifolds. So since I got this from Navac, I don't need those because I want to use this. It's just a basic manifold set. It does not have any Bluetooth. It's not going to click to any temperature probes. It's just a manifold. It's just a gauge. So I gave away the Elitech manifolds because I'm not going to use them. And Chris Bevins got the big set, and Brian got the little set. But you got to be a member to get gear. Accident, Jameson Creek Road and Empire Grade. Oh, those are great motorcycle roads, Don Peralta. So check it out. Since we had the fire during the pandemic, we had a huge fire up in the Redwoods. It burned everything down up there. They repaved all those roads. Man, that's good motorcycle riding up there. R22 ran out for me, got stuck saying. But anyways, Navac sent these out. Try and get those up there. They're really slick. It's just a manifold set, 1/4 inch valves, just quarter turns. So I'm gonna be using these on the videos all the time. And since I got the LE Techs for free, I gave them away for free. And I'll just keep doing that. And I gave them. So you got to join the membership, man. Get in now. Get on the membership. Dimitri, does it come with a screen protector? No, it does not. They're very, very basic, and I think they're selling them for around 200 and I think they're around $250 if you want to buy these. They come with 72 refrigerants pre-programmed in, but it's just a digital manifold with a needle. Let me turn them back on, and there's nothing spectacular. For us refrigeration guys, it's going to be great. For the air conditioning guys, probably not so much. You're going to want your probes to see your superheat and your subcooling for air conditioning. And, Phil P sent me the probe set. Honestly, for air conditioning, just use the probes. I wouldn't even mess around with the manifold anymore. You get so much information on the apps with the probes, I wouldn't even mess around with the manifold. I would just go straight probes on air conditioning, and I'd use Measure Quick. Can't work without clamps. There you go, Lone Wolf. Yeah, I would just use the probes and go straight Measure Quick. It gives you all the answers to the whole system. That app is incredible. I mean, I wish they had that when I was coming up. We used to have the slide rule. And yeah, I got an old sling micrometer psychrometer, pardon me. Sling psychrometer. I still have the old sling. We used to sling the house for the wet bulb and the dry bulb. The good old days. I remember in '92 getting the first digital amp probe that Amp Probe made. And I think back then it cost $200. And that was like almost a week's pay back in the day. I remember making $10 an hour thinking I was a millionaire. Where can you buy some of your NorCal refrigeration stickers? I'll tell you what, man, get me your address and I'll send them to you for free. The best way to get me your address is to go to my Instagram and DM me. DM me your address on Instagram and I'll send you some stickers. NorCal's a full-blown non-profit. I'm not in this to make a bunch of money. That's why I only have 40,000 subscribers. I never sold out. You had to fill a little cup with water. Yeah, the cap. You had to fill the cap with water and then spin that thing. That's right. I got it right here. Let me show it to you guys real quick. Hold on. That's because we're having fun. We're having fun tonight. And I'm pretty sure I still got that thing. See, old mechanics don't throw away their tools. We keep that shit. I probably bought this in '89 or '88. Look, even the cap is broken. Let me get that up there on the camera. The cap would come off, and inside is the wick. You'd fill that with water. You'd get this on there. Open this up. It's got 2 mercury thermometers, like your mom would put in your mouth when you were a kid to see if you had a temperature. You'd get this dude and swing it. And you'd sling it. Sling psychrometer. And you get your dry bulb and your wet bulb. And then you'd get it in here, line it up, and it had a slide rule. And then you'd figure out all your stuff for your superheat. And we didn't have TXVs on air conditioning back then. It was all orifice fed. And that was the tool. That's all replaced by digital shit now that you just look at the screen and it gives you all the answers. And it looks dangerous. Yeah, you get your relative humidity. That's right, Topher. And that would get you all set up what your relative humidity was, and then you get your other slide rule to check it out, and you'd figure out your superheat, and you'd be on your way. But I learned, so fixing ice makers, what I did, and if you guys work on air conditioning, I'm going to give you guys the best heads up ever. It doesn't take that much to pull the recovery machine out of your van or your truck. If you're in question on a system and you want to take shit away, you're having a hard time troubleshooting, recover the charge and weigh it. Do you have that factory charge for that unit? Especially if it's a package unit. If it's a package unit, recover the charge, pull a vacuum, you can weigh it back in. You've just eliminated so much guesswork because you know 100% you got the right charge in that unit. And I always approached service calls like that. Oh, Jose Twin. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the family, brother. NorCal's tip of the day. There you go. R22 old school guys in a nutshell, pure can cold. But I would take the ice maker repair to the air conditioning. So if I weighed the charge in, I knew I didn't have a charge issue. I got the right charge for that unit. And it would work on split systems too. If the line set was reasonable and you had the factory charge on that unit, I'd quit guessing. And I would do this a lot. It would be my routine. I would just get to the house, put the recovery machine on with the scale, weigh it out. You could put it back in the system, and I would know if it had too much gas, someone else had been working on it, or too little gas, maybe there's a leak, or it's just right. Take all the guessing game out. Get on to the next thing. Most of the time, you'd find the return ducts are too small, track home special, and you're just dealing with a crappy install. We have to charge an arm and a leg to a customer to recover refrigerant. I never did. I mean, you're out there for your hourly rate. How long does it take to recover the gas? I'm not keeping that gas. I'm putting that gas back in the system. And a regular house, even if it's 98 degrees outside, how long is it going to take to recover that 6 pounds of gas? Really, it doesn't take that long. 8 ounces for each additional foot, if I remember correctly. Yeah, every manufacturer is different. You got to look for the line set, what their charging scale is. Yeah, sadly with splits, it's now down to 10 feet of line set for most. Wow, and then you have to add gas. Wow, that's terrible. But that's how I would always approach them. I don't do a ton of air conditioning anymore. I'm in Santa Cruz. Most of the houses here do not have air conditioning. I'm mostly commercial refrigeration, so I'm on the Oregon coast, and in the last 5 months, I've replaced at least 25 PC boards with power fluctuations. Do you think that's a manufacturer warranty? Haven't had any kickback yet. I would try to put it through his warranty and see how you make out. I wouldn't tell him the power went out. I'm just being honest for your customers. I know that we lost right here so you guys know I work the day job at the university for the HVAC shop, and we got a ton of VRV systems, and the power in Santa Cruz is constantly going out. Any storm comes through the coast, my power's going out. And we had the worst time with the VRV circuit boards going out on the Daikin's. We built them ourselves in-house. We put in all the surge protectors, phase protectors, and we haven't lost a board since. So you really, and on residential, you can get surge protection for residential, but I'd get the high-end stuff. You have to have the surge protection on there. Try your best. Most of them had surge protection and still happen. It depends which surge protector you got, too. The little Mars one, I've been losing boards with those surge protectors. There's some higher up ones that help a little bit, but yeah, you'll still lose boards. And that's a tough one, man. The electricity with those things is a bummer. I would never put a mini split on my personal house. I would just go with the old school air conditioner, man, the carrier stuff. You got 24 volts for your contactor. You got your line voltage for your compressor and your star components, and you can fix that stuff, right? And it works great. Yeah, it's might be a little bit cumbersome on the energy consumption, but it's going to work, right? What do you want? Do you want a cold house, or do you want something that doesn't work and a huge repair bill? And that's the trade-off, right? That is the trade-off. ICM 493 is a nice voltage monitor and surge protector for single phase units and bad power. There you go. That unit is real nice. I got it. I'll see if I can get some photos and stuff of the ones we built for the VRV systems. I think those are all those. Yeah. I'll make some pictures of those. I can pull that off. Most of our ECM or modulating systems, we try to install a surge protection. Yeah, but like mechanical who was it that said that? North Coast HVAC said he's still losing boards with surge protectors. I lost a board with a surge protector at a real estate place right here in Capitola. We had the Mars surge protector on there, and they still lost the circuit board. And sometimes it's not the power. Sometimes it's just the damn boards, man. Mini splits are a pain in the ass. You guys have heard me cry about it on the channel. I got over 100 of those things at the day job, and I just get whooped. It just take a beating. And out of the 100, maybe 13 VRV systems, something like that. And you just take a whooping. They're very touchy. Takes good grounding for a surge protector to work. RJ Parker. There we go. RJ Parker is a legend. RJ's been on the channel since, man, how far back, man, were you going watching my goofy ass? 2013? Way back. RJ's like legend. I always look for RJ's responses on other channels and stuff. Very, very, very seasoned. Always has good input. I respect you, man. Yeah, way back. Yeah, you're like top of the pops, man. We lost a circuit board on a carrier mini split system with the ICM 493 installed. The customer was furious. There you go, Dimitri. That would be a great topic at a roundtable. Is why are these boards dying with surge protectors? It's because the boards are dying. That's what I'm thinking. It has nothing to do with a voltage irregularity or a surge. You just get boards that fail. We had I had a Daikin one-on-one system in a server room. And the blower board failed probably 3 months in. They warrantied it. It was cool. It was a pain in the ass to change out because it's all up way in the sky the way they installed it. But I got it taken care of. But it's like a hit and a miss with those things. Failing. And I put in a bunch of those aircon units at a lot of the restaurants in town. You guys know that. And I think out of all those I've done those, I've had one unit that's lost the board twice. And that was at that real estate place in Capitola. Daniel says I can't even remember how long he's watched the channel. Dude, and I'm only at 40,000 subs, man. I never got into all that YouTube shit you gotta buy. All those guys are buying the bots and TubeBuddy, and there's so many tricks to the puzzle. TubeBuddy and buy this, buy that, so your YouTube channel can explode, and you get all the robots subscribing and all the baloney. I'm just not into it. Well, I guess 400 individuals put these boards together. I bet only 15 are super techs. There's a good video on YouTube how they build the Daikin units, and they're all put together in Vietnam, and the factory builds everything there. It's a great video. I'll try and find that video and make a link to it and put it on one of my playlists. I'll try and put it on my favorites playlist after the live stream. And they actually have the plastic injection molds that make all the covers and all the pieces, and it shows you how it all goes in there and snaps together. And it's like, yeah, that's why you'll never get that evaporator apart. It's like unbelievable. Yeah, Daniel's all, amen. I don't want you buying bots and being fake. Yeah, I fell into that little trap of getting the crappy products on there for a minute. Remember they would send me all the crappy tools to put on the channel because I'd get a freebie. Yeah, I quit doing that. I'll put the Navac stuff on there. The Navac stuff's legit. I thought I was in the doghouse with these guys, but they hooked me back up. Field Piece canned me because I was too honest about their probe app when it first came out. They used to send me all kinds of goodies, and but I had to be honest that first generation app was garbage on their probes. Their probes are great though, but the Navac sent me this. The best thing I could do with this is use it in the videos, be honest about it, and let you guys know how it works. Now, there's already reports on this thing sucks in the sunshine, but being a refrigeration guy, most of my stuff's indoors, a lot of it. So I'll probably skate on that. But when we get outside and the sun's killing it and you can't read the screen, I'll let you guys know. And I'll definitely pull vacuums through this because that's what I do. I'm over all the super hoses and all the bullshit. I do got some 3/8 by quarter-inch hoses on units that have service valves that I'll pull a vacuum through that I've done. You guys have seen that on the channel. Where I'll pull a vacuum with one hose and my vacuum pump. I'll still do that. But on smaller units, I'll just go right through the manifold. I think it just creates a cleaner system. The whole hose and everything's evacuated. And I'll let you guys know if the thing's any good. We don't know yet. I barely used it on 2 jobs. So far, it's been great. And for older eyeballs, it's nice because the display's big. All right, here we go. John Fitzpatrick. Hey, NorCal from Sydney, Australia. Dave, is there a difference between a rolled cap tube and a straight length? Also, rubber around the sensor bulb. Well, as far as cap tube goes, we've always rolled them up. I don't know if there. I honestly don't know if there's a difference if it's straight or rolled up. I always find something round. It's in my videos. Either it's a cup or a can, a jug, whatever, and I'll roll the cap tube on there to make it look nice. I got a bunch of videos with that in it. Oh, did you guys see these? Roger sent these out with the beers. He went to the Masters 2025. I think we'll use these for the beers next Friday. Masters 2025. The Irish kid won that one. That was pretty cool. I don't think there's a difference with the cap tubes rolled up. All right, here we go. Alien Frigo from France. Viva la France. Great job and good tips from your channel, especially for a very old unit in a supermarket. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Christian Olivia. Why do reefer units have starting components and not air conditioners? Some air conditioners do have starting components, and you could get. So if you can get the model and serial number of your compressor in your air conditioning unit, you can get a hold of the supply house or the manufacturer, and they'll have the starting components for that. It's usually just a cost thing. They don't install them on air conditioning units because they're trying to save money. But you can get the potential relay, the start cap, and the run cap for your air conditioner. Roger Gregory, hey, you didn't cut the cups with the knife. No, the cups were like on the side. I got the cups out, and then I went to cut the box or the wrapping for the 6-pack. And I thought I was between the cans, but man, I got 2 cans. You'll have to go back and watch the video, Roger. I got a little sprayed, and I was licking my fingers. It was tasting really good. Most ACs do have some start components. Makes it easier on the capacitor. Yeah, well, a lot of them just have a run cap. A lot of the old ones just run capacitor, but you can get the correct potential relay and start cap for your AC if you can get the model and serial number of your compressor from the manufacturer. They'll have that. I always thought it was just a cost-saving things from the manufacturers. They're not going to put, sell 10,000 or 60,000 potential relays and start capacitors if they don't have to. And that's why we'd always have the time delays out there in the units. And then once the new the digital thermostats came out, they all came with a time delay in it. Do you guys remember those days? Thermostat's got a 5-minute time delay. The unit's got a time delay. 10 minutes would feel like a lifetime. Well, there you go. Roger's all the 521 start kit. That is your potential relay and your start capacitor. And you might size it up to the tonnage. I have those in my truck. Those 521s actually work on the refrigeration compressors. In the middle of the night, you got dead start components. I use the 521s to get me by till I can get the OEM stuff all the time. The super duper Goodman condensers all have compressor savers installed from the factory. There you go. Topher. There used to be a factory start kit that came with the TXV kit. There you go. I remember Carrier used to sell all that stuff plus a solenoid valve, and you'd get your solenoid valve so you wouldn't get refrigerant migration. That was always cool too. Time delay plus the electronic company's energy saver switch delays. Yeah, it feels like a lifetime. You'd be over there scratching your head. What's wrong with this thing? It won't start. And it's the time delays. Most of the units don't have a crankcase, so they typically use hard start to keep them started. Yep. Get the crankcase, heater. Oh, there's so much you could do for your air conditioner. But it's all about cost savings and practicality. And then the mini splits are basically a VFD. So they're ramping up and ramping down a little three-phase compressor. It's pretty cool how that technology works. It's just depends on the brand, man. I'm not on the Daikin stuff at the day job. I'm just not seeing more than 5 to 7 years, and you're gonna have change out something. Most of our yeah. All right, well, we've been at this a while. Let's call it a night, and let's try and regroup. So if I'm not working late next Friday, we're going to go for the let's party. You guys all get your cocktails and your drinks ready, and we'll see what Roger's got going on his little nice note that he sent out, and we're going to crack the R22s. We'll see if NorCal Dave can turn in the Slur Master on the channel. I always turn that the wrong way. That's so weird. And we'll see if I could turn into a Slur Master Live. Slur Master Live. I appreciate your videos and always great to see you, Dave. Well, thank you, HVAC Pro 89 Lone Wolf. It's nice to see you. You know, I can't do this thing without you guys. You guys watching the videos, watching the shorts, commenting. Give me shit when I deserve it. I love it. I've told you guys this 100 times. I've learned as much from your guys' comments as you guys have from my videos. And I love it when you call my bullshit, check me on it, let me know what's up, give me the details on the units, because I don't work on everything. We're all working on such a different array of equipment. The more we learn from each other, the better. What's the percentage of the beer? All right, John, 5.4%. Yeah, it's kind of like drinking a Corona or something. 5.4, so they're not super heavy. But we'll see if we can go Slur Master next Friday. I'm kind of a lightweight anyways. Sounds good, dude. If I'm not at the Giants game, I'll be here. You rock. Yeah, dude, tomorrow, San Jose Giants. The old lady's going out to the San Jose Giants. Her auntie's all hooked up with them, so she's going to be at the Giants. I'm going to be at the Throttle Fest. Bay Area Throttle Fest tomorrow. Bunch of Harley vendors and all the shit. And I'll go out there for a little bit. It's probably going to be too hot. I'm not going to be hanging out there all day if it's supposed to be 92 out there. I'll probably go make the rounds and say hi to everybody and then split. Come back over here on the coast where it's a little bit nicer. San Jose Muni, hell yeah. Yep, Throttle Fest. I think the wife's cousin is the athletic trainer for the San Jose Giants. I think she used to work with John Joseph at EA Sports, too. You used to work at EA, John? We had talked about that. EA Sports, it's in the game. Back when the PlayStation was king. Now it's all on computers and shit. It's 72 and raining on the East Coast. All right, John Free Facts. When pulling a vacuum, is it worth heating the copper to evaporate anywhere? It'll make it faster, John. Hey, are you guys going in the winter right now in Australia? This is great, yeah. Yeah, way back at the start, John Joseph. That's awesome. I think Kim was working there back then. Way back in the day. I met the old lady. Hey, Don Peralta and John Joseph, check this out. I met the wife at the 100 Club on Valencia Street. Do you guys remember that place? The 100 Club on Valencia. I don't even think it's there anymore. That's where I met my wife, was at that bar in San Francisco. The 100 Club. John Joseph, yeah, my guy. He's like, oh yeah, they had the two pinball machines over there. She was playing, yeah, she was playing pinball, and I went and made my move. I was with the bass player in my funk band. I used to play in this funk band, 11-piece funk band, and Jim, the bass player, really good looking dude, and Peralta, yeah. And Jim was he was really good looking, and I always called him Dean Martin because, dude, he would work a cigarette in a cocktail glass like Dean Martin. He'd take a drag and have the glass, and he'd talk to you like this. I didn't smoke. I never smoked cigarettes because I always surfed and shit. And he went over there and started talking to the girls and like eased it all up. And then I came over and made my move and met my wife, man, playing pinball at the 100 Club on Valencia. Great story, great story. Jim. I think Jim works at the Francis Ford Coppola winery up there, up north in what's that town up there? He's up above where Paulie lives. Coppola winery. He's an electrician up there. Oh, Jim, great dude, great freaking dude. Good bass player too. I probably wrote a gazillion songs for that funk band. Good times. We had good times. Played all over the place. It was good. It was a lot of fun. That's when I was just drums. Winter has arrived in Sydney. 9 Celsius. Oh, that's amazing. Campak's in the house. HVAC legend. What's up, brother? We're just wrapping it up. Campak, join us next Friday. We're trying to do this at 5 p.m. Pacific. It might go if I'm working, it'll be a little bit later. But Roger Gregory sent me a bunch of these R22 IPAs. We're gonna drink a bunch of them on the air next Friday, and we'll get the buzz on and see if I could go Slurmaster. Geyserville, there you go. Like Peralta, the knowledge of the Bay Area. Well, Super Tech's gonna sign out. Let's cue the music. He is a super tech. He gets all the jobs done before 4.
He's a super tech.
Yeah, Asteria would whoop those beers. Peace out, you guys. What type of funk? Parliament got it was all original. It was all original music, and we had all these kids playing trumpets, dude. And trumpets, saxophones. We had guys rapping. Yeah, it was a good time. It's called Cookie Jarvis. Cookie Jarvis. And we used to go check out all those guys at the Up and Down Club. Alphabet Soup, Jungle Biscuit, the Mofessionals. Oh, just good times. Good times. Oh, yeah, it was fun. All right. Till next Friday. Let's do it. R22 in the house. We're going to super tech out.
Super tech. Yeah, he's a super tech. He's a super tech. Never calls.
Here comes the fun part, trying to figure out how to turn this thing off at the end. Because I used to use the iPhone.
Super tech.